My scene and Marty's scene of the Countrywife. My scene is Act 4, Scene 2, and you'll see two characters. It's a two-person scene. It's Pinchwife and Mrs. Pinchwife. Pinchwife is a character that probably many of y'all can relate to. It's a guy who boards his wife, and of course, Pinchwife is very uncomfortable with this, and as you can tell, she has a secret lover, which is called Horner. Without further ado, please enjoy my scene. Thank you.
Lord, haven't I told it 100 times over?
I would try, but the repetition of the ungrateful tale. I can see her altering in the least circumstance. But if her story be false, she is so too. But come, how was it, baggage?
Lord, it'd be a pleasure to hear it, sure.
No, you're more intelligent, I find. But come, how was it?
He took me up into the house next to the exchange.
So, you two were only in the room?
Yes, for he sent away a youth that was there for some dried fruit and shined oranges.
Oh, did he so? Well, damn him for it. And
But presently came up the gentlewoman of the house.
oh, what's as well she did? But, what did he do whilst the fruit came?
He kissed me 100 times and said he fancied he kissed my fine sister. Meaning me, you know. And said that he loved her with all of his soul and bid me to be sure to tell her so. And desired her to be at her window at 11 o'clock this morning, and he would walk under it at that time.
Well, he was very good at his word. Very punctual, possibly more important.
Well, he said that you were not within, you came out to her. Leaving me to know by said.
So he knew her certainly. But because of his confession, I'm obliged to her simplicity. But what? You just stood there while he kissed you?
Yes, I warned you. Would you have had me discovered myself?
What? You told me he did some beastliness to you. You called it, what was it?
Well, he put...
What?
Why, he put the tip of his tongue between my lips. And I said I liked it.
Oh, and the turn canker season for a dog!
Nay, but you must not be so angry with him, either, for to say truth, he has the sweetest breath I've ever known.
So you enjoyed it! And would do it again?
Not unless he should force it.
Force you! By changeling, no woman can be forced.
Nay, but she made sure by such a one as him, for he's a goodly, proper, strong man. 'Tis hard, let me tell you, to resist him.
So, 'tis plain that she loves him, and yet she has not enough love to conceal it from me. Though the sight of him would increase more aversion to me and more love for him. Oh, 'tis all idiot she is. Well, I must strangle this poor creature whilst I can still stand. Come, go into the other room and fetch me a pen, ink, and paper.
Yes, love.
Why should women have more intelligence and love than men? Maybe it's because they have more feelings, more seductive passions, more lust, and more the devil. Come, Miss, sit and write.
My God, but you know I can't do it very well.
I wish you could at all.
Well, what would you have me write?
A letter? A letter? To your lover.
Oh, Lord, to the fine gentleman a letter.
Ah, yes, the fine gentleman.
Oh, Lord, you do dear. Sure you jest.
Oh, well, I am not so mere. But come, right as a vision.
What do you make a fool of me for?
Oh, well, she's afraid I will not dictate any more from him. Therefore, she's unwilling. Well, come, you best begin.
Indeed. And indeed. But I won't, so I won't.
Why?
Because she's in town. You may send for him if you will.
Oh, very well. You'll have me bring him to you. Has it really come to this? Now come, right as I bid you, or I will write more of this midnight all in your face. You write as I bid you, or you'll provoke me.
What do you make of the fool? Now, don't I know that letters are never written from the country into London and from London into the country? Now, he is in town, and I am too, and so I cannot write to him.
Well, it is not as bad as I thought, but I see your innocence in the least. Well, yes, you will write letters to people who are in town if your husband bids you.
Oh, may I say that? Then I'm satisfied.
Very well. Now, dear sir, though I have suffered from your nauseous, loathed kisses and embraces, right?
Nay, why should I so? You know I told you he had sweet breath.
Right!
Well, let me put out a bit.
Right, I said!
Well,
Let's see what you read. Though I have suffered from your kisses and embraces. That can't be a creature! What is nauseous and low?
you can't abide to write such filthy words.
Oh, you'll write as I bid you and question it not, or I will stab out those eyes that cause my mischief.
Oh, Lord, well.
Come, let's begin. Though I have suffered from your nauseous, loathed kisses and embraces, and therefore I presume that you shall never repeat them. And I have escaped my knowledge, and to avoid your intricacies. Therefore, I'm not in your hands.
I have read it.
Very well. Though I must confess to immature frolic and dressing in men's clothes. But you must resist a lover, for she hates and detests you. What do you sigh? For she hates and detests you, and loves her honor and her husband.
I have been never believe I written such a letter.
Oh, what? You think you can expect a kinder letter from you? Well, come, now your name won't.
Shan't I have been your most faithful, humble servant till death?
Nay, tormenting me, nay. I expect your writing style to be quite soft. But come, wrap it up, and I'll go into the other room and fetch a wax and a candle. And on the top of the letter, write for Mr. Hill.
For Mr. Horner. So I am glad he has told me his name. Dear Mr. Horner, but why should I send thee such a letter that will vex thee and make thee angry with me? Well, I will not send it. Aye, but then my husband will kill me. For I see plainly he won't let me love Mr. Horner. But what care I for my husband? I won't. So I won't send poor Mr. Horner such a letter. Aye, but then my husband... But what if I were to write at the bottom that my husband made me write it? Aye, but then my husband would see it. Oh, can one have no shift? A London woman would have had 100 presently. Stay. What if I were to write a letter and wrap it up like this and write on it too? But then my husband would see it. At any rate, I'll try. For I will not send poor Mr. Horner such a letter. Dear, sweet Mr. Horner, my husband would have me write you a base, rude, unmannerly letter, but I won't. And would have me forbid you from loving me, but I won't. And would have me say I hate you, poor Mr. Horner, but I won't tell a lie to him. There. For I am sure that if we were in the country at cards together, I could not help treading on your toe at the table, or rubbing knees with you, staring in your face till you saw me, and then looking down and blushing for an hour together.
Oh, what have you done?
I husband just now.
Well, let's see what you heard. Why do you tremble? You would not have it go.
Here. Oh, maybe I must not give him that. I should be better served to pay for than this.
Whoa! Where's the waxing seal?
Oh, what should I do now? Nay, I have it. Pray give it to me. You think he's so arrogant that I cannot seal a letter myself? I will do it. So I will.
Well, you will learn things which I would have you not.
There. Now, have I done it for instant? I believe I have. Here's my letter going to Mr. Wonderson to have needs be sent letters to folks.
But come, I warned you. You would not have to go?
I would by now.
Well, that is a good girl. Well, come then. I'll lock you up in the chamber, and you are to not come 3 strides from the window, or I have a spy out in the streets. Well, tis fit she thinks so. If we men do not take control of the women, they will take control over us. And of course, he who has such a beauteous wife must protect her from treachery, especially in a frontier town such as this. Well then, I must go face my foe with false intelligence.